Hey, how's it going? It's Victor Kruger with a bit of an old school style video today showing how you can get sober in my winter car. If you have been experiencing some of the trials and tribulations of staying sober, or at least trying to keep that problem bar at bay, then you have also probably been looking for ways to try and get your character clean and sober and not have to be lugging cases of beer around. I read that getting your character sober in the game was possible, but the initial methods I've seen were high risk and time consuming. That is until I saw a Steam community guide from Astronauter that took the road to sobriety and make it a bit more easier to do it all at once, or even have the possibility to do it in small parts. Also, this game is still in early access, and the developers have been pushing out updates daily. I got my character sober on January 21st, 2026, so what you see here could possibly not work when you try it at some later date. And just to show you here at the beginning, yes, I do have mods enabled in my game, but they shouldn't have interfered with the process. As you can see here, there's like one that adjusts the meters to be all the way to the left. There's also another one here to where it shows the size of the bolts, and one that has an answering machine tied to the phone so that I can pick up the phone calls at a later time so I don't miss them when I'm out doing other things. So with that out of the way, let's get going. So let me go ahead and get my winter coveralls on and then head over to the Gifu. And as you approach and enter the Gifu, make sure that you go ahead and climb in and launch yourself up into the sky. I am so glad there is not fall damage in this game, or I would have died multiple times already with this little glitch. If you're at the old house from My Summer Car like I am, what you're going to do is head back down the road, and there will be a new left turn that you will see here, which will actually take you onto the lake and drive you straight to Pigman's house. This is a great new shortcut that they added and takes off a hell of a lot of time. This shortcut is much better than just driving from the dock of the old summer house because the lake will slow your vehicle down and will also make you go slightly to the right, which can make you go in a circle if you're not paying attention. I am definitely not speaking from experience. Once you get back onto land, you'll be at Pigman's place. You'll want to take a right at the first intersection and then a left afterwards to get onto the road back which leads to town. And as you can see here, once I was pulling into the PSK, I saw a guy appear to be trying to turn the restaurant into a drive-through. Not entirely sure why he's there. I've seen that happen a couple times, but I'm guessing it's one of those weird pathing errors. Again, early access. As you head into the market, you'll want to turn left at the first aisle, and at the end of that aisle will be the chips. You'll want to make sure that you grab 3 bags of chips. And of course, we gotta wait for the person to ring us out because heaven forbid that they actually come towards us when we're ready to check out. They gotta go look around and do their own thing. 59 Mortal Kombat dollars for those chips. I also had a couple packages that I wanted to pick up. I thought I had more than 2 because I made at least 3 or 4 calls at the time, but I guess only 2 of them were ready. Despite the begging and pleading of like, hey, could you please check back and see if there's my other packages there? Please? No? All right, well, let's go ahead and get everything thrown into the Gifu and get back to the house and start our ritual of sobriety. Once I got back to the old house, the game decided that it wanted to play a little practical joke and scare the shit out of me. I was trying to get all the packages and the chips out of the Gifu. However, I momentarily forgot that 1, I had my seatbelt on, which you can't do anything, and then 2, I had to get out of driving mode. But then I was able to grab the bag of chips, throw those out, so I'm looking around aimlessly trying to find this package and nothing was there. So being somewhat smart, I thought, hey, let me turn on the internal lights and see where this package is. The glass breaks out of the Gifu, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And also, where's the other package? Did it somehow launch out of the Gifu while I was driving? Where did it go? Why is the second package out in front of the Gifu? Did I somehow throw the package? Went ahead and just grabbed the glass here and laid it up against the wall, and That's going to be future Victor's problem for another day because we need to get sober. So the next morning, I wanted to go ahead and make sure to get everything prepped and ready for the sobriety process. I wanted to grab some pizza, drink some milk, get that hunger bar completely empty, and then grab the chips and put them over into the bathroom. I know it's a sick sounding thing to do, but according to the guide, once you eat the 3 bags of chips, you need to be right next to a save point and not move. Afterwards, I went to the shower and performed what I like to call the circle of life. I'll let you figure out what that means. Since my alcoholism level was higher than when you start out, it took a while. Don't judge me. I was bored, and you would make piss fountains too if you had to wait as long as I did while the problem meter cleared out. The guide stresses that once you clear out the problem meter, stop drinking immediately. Even though the problem meter is completely clear, you can overdrink water and cause your thirst to go into the negative. If you make the thirst meter go into the negative, this process will not work. Once back into the bathroom, eat the 3 bags of chips and you will notice that the problem meter will instantly turn red. That's your cue to start the timer. According to the guide, you are essentially on death's door. When you're close to death, the game dramatically increases the rate where you reduce your alcoholism. Once the 7 minutes are up, immediately save and quit the game. Congrats! You've survived the first major step to sobriety. Now load the game back up and wait an additional 7 minutes, and again, save and quit. Repeat this process 2 more times. Once you're done with the 4th and final 7-minute wait period, go drink water immediately. The meter will take a moment, but it will change from problem to thirst, and the thirst bar will clear out quicker than ever before. I was so shocked and happy that this worked, I grabbed the beers from the sauna and tossed them outside. I continued my celebration by heading to the Gifu, grabbing the case of beer and walking to the garbage barrel. I lit that sucker on fire, slammed the beer right inside the barrel, and performed a little happy dance as I now know I am fully sober. There's currently a bug when you save and come back into the game after you sober up. The problem meter will come back, but that is just a cosmetic glitch and you are still actually sober. If you want the meter to show thirst again, you'll need to wait until the meter is red and then drink water. It will change back from problem to thirst. And that, my friends, is how you can get sober in my winter car. I do hope you liked the video. If you like this video and you want to watch more, check out the other videos on my channel. Also, make sure to do all the YouTube things like click subscribe, also click on the bell, click like, the YouTube stuff. Again, this is Victor Kruger, and I will see you next time.